Tatra Niratishayam Sarvajna Bijam. It's a very, very wonderful sutra from Yoga Darshana. Sometime back I made a video. Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashaya Aparamrishtaha Purusha Vishesha Ishwaraha. Where Patanjali Muni is trying to explain about who is that Paramatma Ishwar. Purusha Vishesha Ishwaraha. Purush means Chetan. Chetan Tattva, Atma. In Sankhya Darshanam, Purush is mentioned both for Jivatma and Paramatma. But who is that Vishesh Purush Paramatma? He is one who is tallying with this sutra. So there is a follow-up sutra where Patanjali Muni further clarifies who is that Purusha Vishesha. He says, Tatra Niratishayam Sarvajna Bijam. Tatra Niratishayam, in that Almighty God, Sarvajna Bijam. Sarvajna means omniscient. God is omniscient, and how is his omniscience? He is Niratishayam. That means there is nothing more that is known to anybody else. Possibly there is nothing else which can be known by anybody else other than this omnipresent Almighty God. Niratishayam. He is the final limit. His knowledge is the final limit. Whatever knowledge anybody can gain in this universe, even after attaining Samadhi, that Jivatma cannot have more knowledge than that Almighty God because he is Niratishayam. We cannot overtake that Paramatma. Because Paramatma knowledge is Sarvajna Bijam. The reason for Sarvajnata is present inside Almighty God. A very, very technical sutra. Vyasmuni has tried to explain this sutra beautifully. Vyasmuni says, Yedidam Atitam Anagata Prati Utpanna Pratyeka Samuchaya Atindriya Grahanam Alpam Bhaviti Sarvajna Bijam. See, Vyasmuni says, what is the meaning of Sarvajna Bijam? He says, Yedidam Atitam. In the past, Atit means past. Anagat means future. And Prati Utpannam means the present. Almighty God, that Purusha Vishesh Ishwaraha has this knowledge in him. He knows what was there in the past, he knows what will happen in the future, and he knows what is happening presently here. As I have told in my previous video, I know what is happening in my room. I'm sitting in my room. I know who are all watching my videos or who are present in the room. And I know who are present in the next room, maybe, probably. The time I came inside my room here, there was no maid in my house. Probably the maid has come now. That I don't know. Probably I'm just guessing. But Almighty God knows everything what is happening, not only in this room, next room. He knows everything at any point of time across the universe. That is his greatness. That is the, we can say speciality, Purusha Vishesha Ishvara, speciality of Almighty God. He knows everything at same point of time across the universe, across the span of universe. Not only that, he knows what happened before also. And not only that, he knows what will happen in the future. That does not mean that he will know that what I will do tomorrow. No, that is not the definition of Almighty God knowing the future. Almighty God knowing the future means God knows when the universe will get destroyed. God knows which Jivatma will do what, which Jivatma is capable to do what karmas. God will not know that what I will do tomorrow morning, but God knows what I can do tomorrow morning. What are the possibilities that me as a Jivatma, at the bare minimum level, at the bare maximum level, what I can do as my capability, he knows it. That is the reason he knows the future. But does not mean that God will know exactly that I will do at this 7 o'clock in the morning, exactly tomorrow I will do this. He will not know it. If he knows it, then what will happen? Then there is no swatantrata in the karma. Then there is no free will. So this we must understand. And also what God knows, he says, Vyasmuni says, Pratyekam Samuchayam. Pratyeka means this is a mic I am holding in my hand, right? So For example, God knows about pratyekam, each and every entity, vastu, and he also knows the samuchayam. He knows the full. Suppose, for example, he knows all the mics in the world. He knows not only this particular mic. He knows not only one particular vastu. He knows samuchaya means all the, like we take one cat. He knows the full cat family. When we take elephant, he knows the full elephant family. Samuchaya. If we take human beings, he will know me as a separate human being, and he knows all the human beings across. Pratyekam samuchayam. So see, the definition is getting complete when Rishi and Vyaspani, when he attained Samadhi, he realized that this is the Almighty God. And similarly, Patanjali Muni has written Tatra Niratishayam Sarvajna Bijam. And further he says Atindriya Grahanam. Atindriya Grahanam, we know we grasp so many things by our Indriya. For example, I have my eyes. I can grasp what are the colors in the room. I have a bed which is brown color, dark brown, light brown. There is a red color bed sheet here. There is a towel there. I know all the things. With my eyes, I can grasp everything. But can I see what is the color inside my brain at this point of time? I cannot know, because the eyes is seeing outside, not inside. But Almighty God, Atindriya Grahanam, whatever eyes cannot perceive, whatever ears cannot hear, whatever my skin cannot feel, He knows without eyes and skin and ears, etc. Atindriya Grahanam. Indriya Grahanam is one thing. Indriya Grahanam always will give us limited knowledge. By seeing whatever present in front of me, I get limited knowledge only. I will not get unlimited knowledge. Even by seeing this, for example, I'm seeing a bed. There is a bed in front of me. It's made from wood. I will not know by seeing it what wood it is. I will not know that by seeing that from which tree it was made. I will not know that by seeing this the tree was present in which state or which country. All those things I do not know. With Indriya, I will have limited knowledge. But Almighty God, Atindriya Grahanam, He does not have Indriya, but He can understand, He knows everything which cannot be understood by Indriya. And mind also is a Indri. The mind inside us, the intellect is also Indriya. Almighty God can grasp those things which cannot be even thought by a human being. That is why he is Sarvajna Bijams. That's what he says, Alpam Bahaviti. Not only he knows everything. Smallest of the smallest, and Bahaviti means biggest of the biggest. Biggest galaxies, biggest sun, biggest moon. He knows completely about everything because he is the creator. This is called a Sarvajna Bijam. Bij means Karan. Because of this, he is Sarvajna. Because of these reasons mentioned in this sutra, he is Sarvajna. And then further he says, Yatra Niratishayam sa Sarvajnaha. See, to understand Niratishayam, we must understand, for example, we say that who is the most wealthiest person in my state. I'm living in Karnataka. In Karnataka, there will be one guy who will be the most wealthiest person. And then after Karnataka, we say in the South India, this guy is the most wealthiest person. And from North India, this guy is the most wealthiest person. And similarly, India, Mukesh is the most wealthiest, or the Adani, whoever it is. And then in the world, it's Elon Musk at the moment. So like that, if you ask Elon Musk has got, he's the wealthiest person, $400 billion as of today, his worth. He has $400 billion worth with him. So this is a Atishayam. This is, but that does not mean he's having only wealth. That does not mean that Elon Musk knows everything. He has money only. You go and ask to Elon Musk, do you know how to do rice cultivation? He will say, I do not know. For sure, he will not know. You ask him, okay, do you know how to grow a cow in the house? What are the precautions we must take? How to derive milk from the cow? How to make butter? How to make ghee? These things he may not know. So in the money side, he may know many things, but not all. Even in the money, if you ask him that you are $400 billion worth, can you tell me exactly 1 year from now how much will be your worth? He will not be able to know. So all the human beings are we have limited, we have limitations. Wealthiest person is there. God here Rishi says ati nir atishayam. God does not have any shortage in him, even in the wealth or in the knowledge. If you ask Almighty God about cultivation, God explains in the Vedas. If you ask about growing a cow, or how to make milk, from milk to butter, butter to ghee, everything God has explained in the Vedas. God knows everything. He is Sarvajnata Beach. And God says in the Vedas that I have created the earth, I have created the sun, moon, so I am the most wealthiest. I control the universe. So nir atisham, we cannot compare a human being to Almighty God. But one, without comparing, we cannot understand who is that Almighty God. For example, we say the most wealthiest person is Mukesh Ambani or Elon Musk, etc. God is more wealthier than the most wealthiest person. Then we can easily understand, oh, because Almighty God possesses the entire earth. He can destroy the entire earth and the world in pralaya. Nobody else can do it. And further, the asti kashta prapti hi sarvajna bijasya sati shayatvat charam sima. Asti prapti means boundary. Charam sima, the ultimate end. God has the ultimate end of knowledge. Many time, there is argument that you say that God has infinite knowledge. Does God knows his limit or not? See, naturally, if God does not know who he is, then he cannot be Sarvajna, right? So God knows his. We cannot even say does God knows his limits. Yes, God knows what he knows for sure. But we as Jivatma, even in Samadhi, my Acharya always says, all my in Samadhi, my Acharya says, like it's like a big ocean is there, and you are submerged in the ocean at one place. So the yogi gets submerged. He gets into sublime bliss by submerging himself into Almighty God. So yogi knows the depth of Almighty God at that point of time only. But yogi will do Anuman. The yogi will understand. See, the pleasure is infinite. Wherever you go, there is Almighty God. And yogi cannot fully cover Almighty God also in the moksha time. But the yogi will understand. Okay, see, he is the sagar. He is the unlimited sagar of bliss and enlightenment and knowledge. So even a yogi in samadhi, after attaining samadhi, cannot completely understand the Almighty God's depth and breadth and etc. So that is called as kashta praptihi. The limit of knowledge, the limit to which a knowledge can grow, the limit to which wealth can grow, the limit to which everything can extend, and also in the quanta side also. One is the bigger side, one is the smaller side. The smallest of the smallest is Prakriti. God knows what is Prakriti. God knows what is the limitation of Prakriti. God knows how to convert Prakriti to this Vikriti universe. That is why he is called as Sarvanyata ka beej hai Paramatma mein. That entity, Vyasmuni says, that entity yatra kashta prapti sarvajnasya sa sarvajnah. That entity, that matter, that vastu which has the ultimate limits of knowledge is called as sarvajna, is called as purusha vishesha. Sacha purusha vishesha iti. This is the definition of purusha vishesha. So the end of the knowledge, and we do not know that end of the knowledge. Almighty God knows what is his end. Maybe we cannot say, even mention a word end. Even Vyasmuni says these are all my anumanam, my guess, because having realized Almighty God, I can only guess what is the limit of Almighty God. I do not know what is the limit of Almighty God. He is limitless, I can say, from my point of view. Any yogi will describe that Almighty God is limitless. Even God says in the Vedas, for you as a Jivatma, I am limitless. You cannot cross over me. And who am I cannot describe to you, because you are limited Jivatma. You cannot understand what is unlimited, what is me in full sense. That's why he uses the word kashta praptihi. And parimana means boundary. There is a boundary for sure, and what is that boundary we cannot know, and that boundary is the charam sima, ultimate knowledge. See, in the universe, knowledge about what? Jivatma, Paramatma, Prakriti. There are the three vastus. And then there is time and space. Time, space, Jivatma, Paramatma, Prakriti. God knows in and out of everything. So that is the ultimate boundary of Almighty God. We cannot reach that boundary. We can only guess that there might be a boundary. And if there is a boundary, nobody can cross over. That is the Niratishayam. That is the ultimate measurement of Almighty God. See how technical it is. And further, Vyasmuni says, Samanyam matre upasanghare cha kritopakshaya anumanam na vishesha prapti samartham iti. Guess the Anuman what I am doing does not give you Vishesh Gyan. Anuman means guess. The guess what I am doing as a yogi cannot give you any Vishesh Gyan. There is a difference between Anumanam and Pratyaksham. Anumanam means guessing. Pratyaksham means visibly seeing. Suppose you are going to your house, you are coming from your office and you are entering your house. Outside the house, the car is parked. The car is your Acharya's car, for example. Acharya has come to your house in his car. So the moment you see the car, you will know that, oh, my Acharya is supposed to come. He has come to my house. You will start feeling, oh, I have to go fast and meet my Acharya. Example: the car is there. Acharya car is parked outside. Acharya. So you will have a guess that Acharya is inside my house. But you will not know where is Acharya sitting at this moment. You will not know to whom Acharya is speaking at this moment. You will not know that what is Acharya speaking at the moment from outside the house. This is Anumanam. You know that Acharya is inside. You will not get any special jnana out of Anumanam. Special jnana you will get once you enter the house. Acharya is talking to other disciples. Other disciples has reached your house also. Acharya is talking to other disciples, or Acharya is doing yajna with your family. You are outside the house. Once you enter the house, you will know everything. This is Pratyaksham. So, what Vyasmuni is trying to say is that Anuman has a limitation, but Anuman can give many knowledge. Like for example, sitting in the earth, we can guess, okay, what is the diameter of the sun, what is the diameter of the moon. You can never physically measure the physically by a tape or by any instrument. You can never do it physically, measurement the moon size of the moon, etc. You can do only guesswork. So Anuman also has got its importance, and Pratyaksh also has got its importance. So that's what here Vyasmuni says. Whatever I am trying to tell you is based on my guess, based on my realization and guess. Niratishayam. So tasya Sangyadi Visho, he says Sangyadi Vishesha. For example, I have defined this is Almighty God. He is limitless, He is endless. This is the end of His knowledge. All those things I have given you, but I do not know what is His name. How do I know what is His name? So he says, you can know the name of Almighty God. Sangya Vishesha. Sangya means the name. What is the name of that Almighty God? So all this and what are his qualities, more qualities, all these things can be defined only by Shastra. He is explaining the word Tasya Sangyadi Vishesha Pratipattir Agamatah Paryanveshaya. Agama means Vedas. So Sangyadi, his name Ityadi can be known only by the Vedas. We cannot guess. You suppose you are entering your house, some car is parked, you can know that somebody has come to your house. You will not know what is his name unless you go and meet him and say that this is my name. You will not know his name. Similarly, the name of Almighty Gods and other qualities cannot be known by guesswork. It has to be known only through the Vedas. Agamata Pramanam. So go to Vedas, then you will understand what is the name of Almighty God, how do I worship Him, what are His qualities, how do I do Dharma, what is Adharma, all those things you can understand from Almighty God through the Vedas. That's what here Rishi says. And further, why Vedas? Rishi says, Tasya Atma Anugraha Abhave Api Bhutana Anugraha Prayojanam. Because the Atma Anugraha, God does not do any favor to Himself. He above means absence. He does not, there is an absence in Almighty God to do favor to Himself. He favors others. He favors all of us by creating this universe. So that is why Atma Anugraha Abhava Api. Even though his works are not going to help him, his works are going to help others. That's why he creates the universe. He gives the knowledge of the Vedas. Bhutanugraha Prayojanam Jnana Dharma Upadeshena Kalpa Pralaya. See, Jnana Dharma Upadesh. He gives the Jnana Upadesh, the knowledge of the Vedas Upadesh. He gives the Dharma Upadesh. Pralaya, from the Pralaya time, after the Pralaya is over, when the universe gets created, or whenever Whenever there is a decline in complete zero Vedas knowledge in this world, he will give the knowledge again to human beings. That is his, because he is anugrahakari. He helps always others. So we must always understand that Almighty God does not do anything for his selfishness. He does everything selfless. He gives complete knowledge to the benefit of the human beings. So this is how we must understand who is that Almighty God. See, such a beautiful knowledge. So he is Adi Vidwan. He is the one who is Adi Vidwan. When the universe was not created, there is only one Adi Vidwan, which is Paramatma, and he is the Vidwan who has given the knowledge to the entire universe. So this is the definition of Almighty God. See, the more and more we listen such definitions, right? When you sit on meditation, please remember Tatra Niratishayam Sarvajna Bijam. Niratishayam means there is nobody who can cross over that Sarvotkrishta Jnanam. My Acharya explains Niratishayam as Sarvotkrishtam. Sarvotkrishtam, most supreme knowledge. He has all the knowledge, and all the knowledge he is given through the Vedas. See, does Vedas are unlimited or limited? From our point of view, for us, whatever is needed for human beings, God has given through the Vedas knowledge. But not that does not mean that Vedas are only so much. Vedas are only 20,000 mantras. No, this 20,000 mantras is enough for you to live a life here. This 20,000 mantras is enough for you to realize moksha. That's it. Realize Almighty God. But this knowledge, this 20,000 odd mantras are the only Vedas don't do that. The more knowledge will be realized by Jivatma when he attains Samadhi. Almighty God will give more knowledge until the end of moksha time. 311 trillion years in the Samadhi, when the yogi is in moksha stage, 311 trillion years, Almighty God will continue to give so many knowledge to that, so many knowledge and bliss to that yogi, because God has infinite knowledge, and that infinite knowledge, whatever is possible to be grasped by the jivatmas, will be taken by jivatmas in the moksha. And all those knowledge are there in this 20,000 mantras may not be, because these mantras are needed for us to live a life here and to attain samadhi. After samadhi, there will be further more knowledge given by Almighty God, and that is also called as Vedas only. So there are more secrets in this Vedic Dharma. We must always be thankful, and we should not insult and doubt Almighty God. If you start insulting Almighty God, see, such a powerful Vastu, we dare not insult him. We must be submissive and humble and always worship him. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.